Yolandasaldivar, room 158. Yolandasaldivar, room 158. Those were the words, the last words of Selena Quintanilla as she lay dying on the lobby of Motel Days Inn in Texas on 31st of March 1995. She kept muttering those words, Yolandasaldivar, room 158. And those were her last words. I cannot believe that these were the last words of a very beautiful soul, a wonderful singer, a singer that had won Grammy as at 22 years old. So today we are going to cover the case of Selena Quintanilla. This happened in 1995. My name is Linda Camara and you're on Crime Stories with Linda. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe. So let's just dive into this case. Selena Quintanilla was born on 16th of April 1971 to her mother Marcela Quintanilla and her dad Abraham Quintanilla Jr. So she was born into a very close-knit family. They already had 2 children before they had her. She was the third of 3 children. So growing up, the family was very close-knit. They were doing things together, even though they didn't have much because things were not really going so well for them, but they were managing and they were happy. So Abraham was a musician, and then Marcela was a homemaker in their family, their little family, and things were really moving on well for them. Then in the early 80s, Abraham was able to start up a restaurant where he sells Mexican food. Then they started up a band with his children. A.B. Quintanilla was handling the drums, and Suzette was handling the bass. Then Selena was the lead singer. So the band was named Selenaquintanillalegacy, something like that. It means Selena and the guy and the boys. So they were playing that band and the people were loving them. They would play in quinceañeras, they were playing in fairs, they were playing in different little places, birthday parties. People will invite them to different occasions. They will come on and play for them. So that was how they were surviving. And Abraham found out that Selena had a very good voice range. She could sing soprano. She had a very beautiful voice. So he was really training her in that voice and trying to make her a star. No, he was her manager. Selena was the lead singer of her family music band. She would sing so well. They would sing at fairs, they would sing at birthday parties, quinceañeras, different parties. Anywhere they invite them, they would just go there and sing. And Selena actually liked singing. She loved singing so much. She started singing from when she was 6. So when Abraham found out that she could sing so well, she made her the lead singer of their family singing group. It was like this Jackson 5. So they were really going on to sing in different places, started recording in studios and producing. So her dad was producing her songs, and she would sing in TV stations. She would sing. She would go around and sing. In fact, these things started becoming better for them. That their dad had to get an old box and was able to redecorate it and make it their family's tour bus. So they toured all around both the East Coast and the West Coast in the United States is singing. So as the more Selena sang, the more she would get more known. People were really inviting them to sing, and she was even signed by a record label. So she was becoming this was becoming a major thing for her. So, and the genre of music that she sings is this Tejano. So, and in that Tejano is mostly known as a male-dominated kind of genre. So people, female, they don't really like value a lot of females that sing that genre of music. So that Tejano is like a mixture of American and Mexican music fused together. So but they sing it in Spanish. So and as at that time, while growing up, Selena was not trained, as in she was not trained to talk in Spanish. She doesn't know much Spanish words, so she could only speak English. But her dad was trying to speak, to be able to sing in Spanish. So she would sing it, and she was singing majorly Spanish songs, and this really resonated with a lot of people because she was a young girl. At that 16, she had been recognized in a lot of places, as in she has started producing good songs. As at the time, in the early 80s, the male, they didn't really rate her music. They felt that this is a little girl that they can sing better than her. That why is a lady coming into their genre to like dominate it? Didn't relent. She persevered. She was singing, and the more she sang, the higher she goes. And this was what she was doing, and she gathered a lot of fans. People loved her because she was a very good human being. Number one, she was very beautiful, and she could sing. She could actually sing very well, so people loved her so much. She had a lot of fans from Mexico, South American countries, people from US too. They loved her so much. So she was working on her Spanish. She was singing, and she had to like work on her Spanish very well because she wanted to be able to talk with her fans. And she could not understand Spanish at the time. She had to study Spanish very well to be able to speak with her fans, to be able to communicate with them, and to be able to pronounce the words very well in that language. So that was what she was doing, and a lot of people loved her so much. She was winning a lot of awards. She won award for best she won the award for best Tejano music in 1987, and that was what helped to catapult her into fame. So by that time, people started knowing her more. A lot of people knew her as a very good singer. So even the males that were really not taking her seriously at first, now started taking her serious because she has won this award. Out of all the men, she was the one that was awarded that. So people started loving her. People started knowing her so much. She was just going on tours from one city to another. So she was having fun. This is something that she loved doing, and she was doing with all her heart. So even before she won that award, I said when she was in her 8th grade, her dad just pulled her out of school. The disappointment of her teachers were really against that. So but her dad didn't listen to them. He just pulled her out of school, and Lena was able to still get her diploma late. She didn't really attend the conventional school, but she was able to graduate from school. She was able to write her GCE and graduate from school. So things were really moving on for her. She even attended the university. She met her husband, Chris Perez, during their tours, and he was a guitarist in their band. So when they first started dating, Abraham didn't like it. He didn't like that Selena is being distracted by this boy that just joined their band. He didn't like it. So he wants Selena to stop this relationship with this boy, that he doesn't want her to start relationship with anyone for now. But Selena refused. She was still secretly dating Chris. So they were just dating each other against her dad. Even her dad, down when he later found out that they were still dating, he asked Chris to leave their band. And when Chris left, Selena was still dating Chris secretly. So this was really, when their father found out, he was very livid. But Selena and Chris eloped in 1992, and they got married. So they secretly got married, and when they got married, Abraham was he was so mad. He didn't like it that Selena disobeyed him and got married to this Chris guy. So he felt, during an interview, he said that he felt that Chris would tell Selena, he would be one of those male chauvinists that would tell Selena to leave her music and stop being a musician and come and start bearing children. So he felt that he would do something like. When it eventually calmed down, he was able to build a relationship with Chris. I found out that Chris is not that kind of human. He's actually a very good guy. So like he accepted their relationship. That was that. But was able to continue her relationship and her marriage with Chris. They were able to move into an apartment in the Corpus Christi. So their relationship was really going on, and Selena was still in her career, moving on, pushing, and was able to work with Marcos Perez, a designer, and they were able to create good designs for her. Good designs for her from her normal clothing. She was able to develop a clothing line, and she started her boutique, Selena, etc. So she got 2 boutiques, and she was able to fit. So she got 2 boutiques, and she was really doing this business very well. She liked as the thing was going on. She was handling both her music career and her business, so everything was going on well for her. She was going on tours and doing her music, and people loved her. She had a lot of fans. So in 1991, while Selena was performing, a fan, Yolandasaldivar, this was her first time of really meeting Selena and seeing her real life performing. Seeing her real life performance, so she was really captivated. She loved what she was seeing, so she was really captivated. So she loved what she was seeing. She loved Selena. She loved the way she loved her aura. She loved her music. She loved everything about her. Then she decided to meet up with Selena's team. She was able to meet Abraham, Selena's dad, and when they met, she pitched this business idea to Abraham. She told Abraham that she wants to start up a fan club for Selena, that she had looked around, checked all over the place, that she didn't see any fan club for Selena. That she has looked around, that she didn't see any fan club for Selena, and that a star at the level that Selena is supposed to have a fan club, and that will be another source of income for her. She'll be able to sell merchandise, different things to her fan club, and she'll be able to make more money. So Abraham listened to her. Abraham told her that they don't have plans for that and they cannot pay for that. So but she said no, that she will be the one that will pay for it, that Selena doesn't have to pay for anything, that she will be the one that will take care of it, that they just need to tell her okay, that she should start it, that she'll be able to start it, she'll be able to do everything that has to do with it, and Selena does not need to pay much, does not need to pay anything, and she will handle everything. So and she actually they told that they okayed it, and she was able to start it, and she was doing it very well. She was handling everything that has to do with fan club. People will pay for things and she will be able to deliver it to them. She was just handling everything that had to do with fan club. Selena's family, they loved it. So and Selena, when she heard about it, she was really amazed by this. And later Yolanda was able to meet Selena, and when she met Selena, she was so happy. She said in an interview that she felt as if she met Michael Jackson. So she was so happy. She was enamored by meeting such a star, you know. So she loved this so much. She loved Selena so much. She expressed herself to her. Selena was also happy with the work that Yolanda was already doing with the fan club. So she appreciated her, told her that she loved what she was doing, and Yolanda was so proud. She was happy. So as the days goes by, they started becoming closer. Yolanda would meet Selena. Selena had a name for her. She called her Buffy. Then Yolanda calls Selena Miha. They started becoming closer. Selena told Yolanda, asked Yolanda if she would be able to help her manage one of her boutiques in San Antonio. So Yolanda told her yes, that she will be able to manage it, and she started managing her boutique. Before you know it, she started managing the one in Corpus Christi too. She was managing the two boutiques plus the fan club. So she was so happy, she was so happy to do that. So she continued managing her businesses. And Selena, the kind of person she is, she was able to, she liked her fans. She loved her fans so much. She's someone that believes so much in people, that believe that the way she will not be able to do something bad to someone, that people will not be able to do things to her, that people will not be able to do bad to her. She does not think of evil. She doesn't think that people are capable of thinking of evil. People are capable of doing evil. She sees the good in everyone. Even when her dad kept away with Yolanda, that he doesn't feel that Yolanda is a good human. It's just Selena just pushed it aside and kept going. She just loved people so much, so and doesn't believe that people are capable of evil. Selena was able to win a Grammy in 1994 when she was 22 years old. This feat was very is a big honor for a 22-year-old to win a Grammy. And even in the Latino community, she was the first ever Latino that was able, Latino woman that was able to win a Grammy. So this was a very major thing for her. It was a major thing. People loved her so much. Grammy was a huge deal for everyone. So she was so happy. She was at the height of her career. She was already producing an album, Dreaming of You, her own transition into the English music industry. She was producing to release it in 1995. So then in 1995, March of 1995, on 9th March 1995, Abraham found out that money was missing in the account. He looked into the accounts in the fan club. Money was missing there. Then in the boutiques, a lot of money was missing too. So he checked on the books. The books were not, the maths there was not mathing. So he was confused what was happening. So he asked Yolanda. Yolanda was just saying gibberish. She will say this today, she will say that tomorrow. The next day she will say another thing. So she was not really forthcoming with what is the problem. Why is so and so money missing? She could not give account of that money. So Abraham was able to tell Selena what was happening. Selena was pushing it aside. She could not believe that Yolanda would be able to do something like that. So she didn't really believe it. But on 9th March, her dad, Abraham, was able to show her that there is this Fabuji egg ring that Yolanda gave to Selena as a friendship ring. That this is the symbol of their friendship. This is the symbol that their friendship will never die, that they will be together. They will have each other. They will be in each other's life for a long time. So that was what the ring symbolized. But Selena's dad was able to find out that Yolanda did not buy that ring from her own money with her. That Yolanda did not buy that ring with her own money. She bought that ring with Selena's credit card. The ring that she gave her as the symbol of their friendship. She actually bought it with Selena's credit card. Her staff in the boutique and the fan club were the ones that contributed that money, $3,000, and gave to Yolanda to buy something for Selena. But Yolanda took that money and pocketed it, then used Selena's money to buy Fabuji egg ring for Selena as a gift to represent their friendship. Can you imagine that? What kind of woman does this? She bought that ring and gave to her that this is the symbol of our friendship. It's the symbol of our friendship scamming. Is the symbol of our friendship robbery, daylight robbery. Why did she do something like that? So that was what really broke Selena when her dad showed her a receipt that showed that Yolanda actually bought that ring with Selena's money. Selena really broke down. because she felt this was the symbol of their friendship, that okay, maybe say Yolanda bought that money, bought that ring with her money, but that was not the case. So she felt betrayed, she felt bad, because she had given her a lot of grace. She the things that people tell her about her, she never really took it to heart. So the thing really pained Selena, and from there Selena started looking into the books with her dad and found out that about $3,000 was missing. So, and $3,000 1995, you know, is a huge amount of money. So Selena went so Abraham called in Yolanda and spoke with her and told her that this is happening, that she will have to leave the company, that she will have to be fired, that they don't want her anymore. So it really pained Yolanda. It affected her so much that she had to go and buy a gun days after she met with Abraham. And Selena also called her in. Selena still gave her grace, so she was still relating with her normally, but she has already told her, she told her that she doesn't want to work with her anymore, that she should just go. So Yolanda, this made her more angry, so she went and bought a gun, started planning on how to murder her friend. Bringing Selena now told her that she needed to give her back her financial her books, her records, so that she'll be able to use it for tax. Without those books, she will not be able to. Yolanda was in charge of everything. She had the books, she had everything that had to do with the financial records of her fan club and that of her boutique. So she needed to collect those things from her. So she would call Yolanda to collect that. Yolanda would say that she's not around, that she has traveled. Then on the 30th of March, instead of Yolanda to just go and give Selena her records, her books, it's just called Selena to come and meet her in the when Selena got to the motel. Yolanda was telling her that she was mugged by two people when she traveled to Mexico. That during that her travel, as she was being mocked with and beaten with a baseball bat, she was also raped. So that she was raped by two men. That's why she's in pain. Was complaining so bitterly about this, and Selena really pitied her. She told her sorry. She was very compassionate with her. She was telling her, oh, sorry, this, that. It was just trying to make her feel better. And then and asked her to please give her the financial records, to give her the books, to give her the account. Yolanda gave her some books, and she told her that, and she collected those books and left, because her husband drove her to that place. Chris drove her to the motel to collect those books. So as she was leaving, she opened those books and found out that these were not the books, the actual books that she wanted to collect from Yolanda. So she called Yolanda, not forthcoming with those books. So the next day, Yolanda called Selena and told her that that place that she was raped was paining her so badly that she could not sleep the night before. So Selena came to the motel, Days Inn motel in Corpus Christi, Texas. So she came there, and when she got to the motel, she went into the room 158 to meet with Yolanda. And when they met, Selena was still telling her to give her the book. Yolanda was still talking and then claiming that she's having pains in where she was raped. So Selena called ambulance and they were able to take her to the hospital. And when the doctor checked her, he said there was no sign of rape. There was no sign of anything down there to show that she was forcefully raped or anything was done to her. So that was when Selena found out that Yolanda was just trying to play with her, and she was not taking it. She started shouting at her that she should come out and give her books, that she will not play this type of game with her anymore. So they drove back to the motel, and when they got to the motel, Selena was still telling her to give her Yolanda was pleading and begging that she should please forgive her. Selena was telling her, just bring the books, don't worry, just bring the books. As she was saying all of that, because she was already agitated because of all the back and forth Yolanda has been doing for a while. So she pulled out that her Fabergé ring, that ring that signified their friendship. Immediately she removed that ring and placed it on top of the bed. Yolanda went into her purse and pulled a gun, a revolver. So she was pointing the gun at Selena. Selena was telling her to remove that now. Why are you pointing the gun at me? She was saying that she cannot leave the band. She cannot leave. That she cannot leave. That she will not be able to leave the band. So Selena started running, turned her back to run out of the room. That was when the shot rang out, and Selena was shot just below the right shoulder, and that shot severed her subclavian artery. So she was able to open the door of the room, and she ran to the lobby. She was running and trying to pull herself, and the trail of blood was just following her to that place. And Yolanda came out of the room and shouted, "Bitch," pointing the gun at her too. But when she found out, she saw that there was a witness, someone was seeing her do that, she ran back into her room, took her handbag and ran to her and started running to her car. Now, while Selena was trailing the blood to the lobby, and when Selena got to the lobby, she fell down and the blood started pooling around her. Then she was muttering, "Yolanda Saldivar, room 158. Yolanda Saldivar, room 158." And the receptionist, people there were able to help her call for help, and the ambulance came. So when the ambulance came and took her to the hospital, they tried everything to save her, but she was already succumbing to the wound, or to that wound, so she could not be saved. The doctors later said that, assuming she was shot like an inch below that artery, or an inch above the artery, that she would have been able to survive it. But that thing just went directly at that artery, and that artery, when it was severed, she was dead already. So they were not able to save her. So, and that was it. So Yolanda ran to her car and tried to pull out of the driveway of that motel, but then police had already been called, and she could not move, she could not leave, as she saw that she had already been cornered. So she pulled out that revolver, that gun, and placed it on her head and started threatening to shoot herself. And they were pleading with her, even as they were pointing gun at her, they were pleading with her to bring the gun down. But she said no, that she would have to kill herself, that she had killed her best friend. She had shot her best friend, that she would have to kill herself, that she cannot live without Selena, that Selena is her best friend, that she cannot live without her, that she will have to kill herself. So the negotiator, Larry Young, was able to talk to Yolanda, kept telling her that she should bring down the gun, that she shouldn't kill herself, that shouldn't kill herself, that she just bring down the gun, that she should just leave, that she should leave, that she shouldn't kill herself, that to kill herself is not good, and she should just take accountability for what she has done. But as he was saying all of that, she was saying no, she wants to kill herself. So Larry had to start talking about Selena, and it was as if the talk about Selena was able to like calm her down a little. You are telling her that Selena, that would Selena like it if she kill herself? She said no. So they were talking, he kept telling her about Selena, but something almost spoiled the whole thing, because as she was talking with her on that radio, the radio came on in his own background, and they said that the singer had just died, that Selena just died. So when she heard it through the radio that Larry was talking to her, she said, "Oh, Selena had died. That now I don't want to be killed in prison. I don't want to go to prison. I want to." So Larry was talking to her. You should use Selena to try to placate her, to tell her things. And hearing about Selena, she was able to pull the gun down and open the door of her car. She came out of the car, and the police gathered around her and placed her under arrest. When they arrested her, she was still saying that she was still asking about Selena, and then she was later told that Selena had died. So she started crying and crying. I don't know why she was crying, because you murdered her. You came into that hotel with that gun, into that motel with the gun to murder her. You bought the gun days before that day, because when Abraham asked her, I asked her about that, about the records. When Abraham found that she was stealing from Selena, that was when she went on to buy the gun. Premeditated murder. So she had already planned to murder Selena. So I don't know why she was crying and trying to form that Selena is her best friend and all of that. She came into Selena's life to steal from her, because she came and found out that she is a star, and as she's a star, she doesn't have a fan club. She found a business opportunity and she leveraged on it. So you can't tell me that she came into Selena's life to be Selena's friend. She was not a friend, she was a fool. She came in there to make money, and she made that money. And when she was discovered, she never knew that these people would be able to discover her. And when she was discovered, she didn't want to leave that place, because she has latched onto that place and latched onto Selena, and she doesn't want to let go. So when she was caught, she devised a plan to come out of it. Okay, since they will not allow me to continue stealing from her, I'll have to kill her and either kill myself or go to prison. So that was what she did, exactly what she did. So Selena, the next day being 1st of April, so they did open casket for her, and they did this open casket for her. People had to like walk around her casket. People were going around, about 30 to 40,000 people were able to walk around her casket. They did that, but the people, her fans, were able to see her and walk around her casket. So, and that was that. Then after some days after that, the burial was done privately, but for her the burial was later done privately, and that was it. People were really so devastated. People cried so much. Her fans were crying because she touched the lives of a lot of people. Her fans were not only elderly people or older people. She had fans that spans from little children to elderly people. So she touched a lot of lives. People were so sad that this happened. An icon in the Latino community, a cultural icon. Everybody was devastated that somebody like that was able to like come close to Selena, become the major aspect of her business, is what is even so devastating. She was obsessed with Selena, and she was able to enter Selena's life, and being there was not enough for her. She wanted to get everything. Even as she was there, she was trying to she was trying to move a lot of people out of Selena's life. She would push her fans away from her, behave in some type of way with her staff that people were complaining about her behavior. She wanted Selena to be all about her, to be for only her, and then she'll be able to steal so much from her and get a lot of money. So, and this was not even her first rodeo. She was stealing from her boss, a doctor that she worked with in the early 80s. She was stealing from him, and he was able to find out, and they then chased her away from her firm, chased her away from his firm. So, and after that, then she now became a nurse. So this Yolanda, she was a nurse before she met Selena, and from there she quit her nursing job. She was working in San Antonio hospital there. Then when she met Selena, she just stopped working in the hospital and started working in Selena's fan club and started stealing from her. This is very, very bad. Don't know why for Selena to trust her so much, a fan that she doesn't know from Adam, and bring her so close to her family, and this was the only way she could thank her. Her source of living was she later had to murder her in cold blood, just like that. A girl of 23 years old, she just died there for nothing, for being a good person, for having a good heart. She just died because she had a good heart. Because if she's some people that most people don't allow fans so close to them. I don't know why this happened. And Abraham, I cannot even imagine how he felt to lose a child like that. Her mother, her sister, her brother, how they felt losing her like that at 23 years old, when she was just coming on. Assuming she was allowed to leave, assuming she was able to leave, she would have gone on to do more greater things, because she was already great as at 23 years old. She was able to do a lot. If she had gone on, if she had been allowed to go on, she would have been able to do a lot. She touched a lot of lives. Yolanda was able to, when during her trial, she pleaded not guilty then, and she was later sentenced, because it was a no-brainer. Why is she pleading not guilty? But she was later sentenced to 30 years to life in prison, with the possibility of life imprisonment with the possibility of parole after 30 years. This year, March of this year, made it 30 years that Yolanda had been in prison. And thank you so much, parole board. They denied her parole this year, March. So she's still in prison, and hopefully she'll continue being in prison, because what she did is so unthinkable. She was saying that this is manslaughter, that she didn't want to kill Selena, that was a mistake, that she just pulled the gun, that she just removed the gun from the purse and did it like this. As she did like this, the gun went out, the gun went off and shot Selena at the back. That she didn't mean to kill Selena, that she just waved the gun and the gun shot Selena. That she should be tried for manslaughter instead of first-degree murder. But thank God, nobody accepted that. It was glaring that this was first-degree murder. She trying to make it manslaughter is very laughable. So she was convicted, and she's in prison till now. And Selena lived. She was 23, but she touched a lot of lives. She was able to win her Grammy. She did a lot. Her life means a lot. Even posthumously, her album That Dreaming of You was released, and it charted #1 on 200 Billboard chart, on #1 on the 200 Billboard chart. So she is still doing great. Her music is still doing good even till now. So Yolanda was able to kill her physically, but her spirit, her songs still lives on. And that is it for today. So if you have, please comment on the comment section, comment your thoughts on the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. Please stay safe, stay curious, be very alert. Don't bring people into your space. Be careful of the people you bring to your space, and have a wonderful day. Bye.